Don't wait last minute to know your rights when it comes to an unexpected and unfortunate court visit. In this episode of Know Your Charter series, we will be discussing your rights pertaining to proceedings in criminal and penal matters. Come learn with me. Hi, I'm Karen, the host of Thriving Talk. Today in my Know Your Charter series, part 7, we are continuing the review of section 11 of the Charter of Rights and Freedoms. So this is the proceedings in criminal and penal matters. So just a little disclaimer. I am not a constitutional expert. I'm not a legal expert. I am just a citizen of this great country of Canada, and every citizen needs to know our rights and freedoms so that we can make sure that they are always being upheld. All right, so let's get started. Section 11E is pretty self-explanatory. It says that you have a right not to be denied reasonable bail without just cause. F continues by saying, except in the case of an offense under military law tried before a military tribunal to the benefit of trial by jury, where the maximum punishment for the offense is imprisonment for 5 years or a more severe punishment. So this all entitles you to a reasonable bail, and for very serious charges, you have the right to a trial by jury. Section 11G says you have a right not to be found guilty on account of any act or omission unless at the time of the act or omission it constituted an offense under Canadian or international law or was criminal according to the general principles of law recognized by the community of nations. Okay, so a court cannot convict a person of a crime unless the law enforced at the time of the offense specifically stated that the actions in question were illegal. Okay, we are going on to section 11H. You have a right, if finally acquitted of the offense, not to be tried for it again, and if finally found guilty and punished for the offense, not to be tried or punished for it again. How many movies have you seen like that? The double jeopardy movies, all those things. You have a right not to be tried again for the same thing. The next one in section 11 is I, and this says you have a right, if found guilty of the offense and if the punishment for the offense has been varied between the time of commission and the time of sentencing, to the benefit of the lesser punishment. Okay, so in a situation where a person commits an offense and before he or she is actually sentenced, a new law changes the fine or the term of imprisonment that applies to that law, to that crime. The person must be sentenced under whichever law is more lenient. Okay, so if the law changes between when you are found guilty and when the punishment is actually given, then you get the lesser punishment. Okay, so that is section 11I. So hopefully you won't find yourself in the situation where you need to exercise these rights. However, it is good to know them, become familiar with them now in case that unfortunate time does come, that you clearly and confidently know your rights as a Canadian citizen, as a member of as a person of this wonderful world, that we all have these God-given rights. Okay, time for a quote from the Honorable David Lametti, Minister of Justice and Attorney General of Canada.
Canadians need to know that the judicial system is fair to all. Canadian society is changing, and so are our expectations of judicial behavior and accountability. While rare, complaints against judges that could result in removal from the bench should be dealt with in a more timely, cost-effective, and fair manner. This bill aims to accomplish that. Also, for the first time, judges would be accountable for less serious, but nevertheless consequential instances of misconduct. These proposed amendments grew out of the consultations held in 2016, and I am pleased to be able to put forward a revamped process that will increase Canadians' trust in the judicial system.
So, what do you think of that quote? Let me know. Do you think that our governments need to ensure that our judicial system is more trustworthy? Are our judges doing a good job? Let me know in the comments. Your opinion matters, and every opinion is a little bit different, and that is okay, and that is valued. So let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about Section 11 in general, your rights and your freedoms when it comes to proceedings in criminal and penal matters. If you have enjoyed this brief review of Section 11 of the Charter of Rights and Freedoms, let me know by liking this video. Be sure to also subscribe so that you can join me in the review of other sections of this charter. Also, if you really like this, please share it with others. Knowledge is power. The more knowledgeable our people are, the better off we will be. Let's all thrive together. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye.